My ex-wife traveled back to our university days to smoothly begin her husband training plan. She even put on a beautiful, carefully done makeup look, hoping to leave a good impression on me. But this time, all I wanted was to escape her clutches. We were already divorced, but every time I tried to date someone, my ex-wife, Su-Ching, would ruin it, and this time she even fought my new girlfriend right in front of me. As the situation turned completely chaotic, I tried to pull the two of them apart, but unexpectedly caused Su-Ching to lose her balance and fall toward the middle of the road. Seeing a huge truck speeding toward her, I didn't hesitate and threw aside my girlfriend, thinking, I really owe you in this lifetime. When I opened my eyes again, I found myself on a train that was about to arrive in Jingling. Just then, a crisp voice sounded. Hey, handsome. Can you help me get the luggage from the top shelf? I looked carefully and realized it was my college classmate, Zhang Yinin. Why did she look so young? No. Her outfit was exactly what she wore in freshman year. Through the reflection in the train window, I finally realized I had actually traveled back to age 19. At that moment, Zhang Yinin pouted and asked, Have you stared enough yet? I quickly apologized. Sorry. I got a little distracted. As the train slowly stopped, Zhang Yinin lost her balance and fell straight into my arms. She immediately screamed and pushed me away, embarrassment written all over her face. While I reached up to take down her luggage for her, after grabbing it, she wore me viciously. If you dare tell anyone what just happened, you're dead. Watching her familiar back, she looked exactly like the fierce girl I remembered. Soon, I arrived at Jingling University. When I was 18, Zhou Yuan used to be full of ambition, dreaming of great achievements, but fate didn't go my way. Since heaven has given me a second chance, I'm gonna do big things in this life. A voice suddenly sounded, Student, are you here to register? Hearing that extremely familiar voice, I couldn't help looking over and saw that it was Senior Chun Wan, someone I hadn't seen in a long time. Meanwhile, Su-Ching suddenly woke up on her bed, staring at her current appearance, finding it unbelievable, but she had indeed been reborn. On my side, Senior Chun was still enthusiastically introducing herself. Student, I'm Chin Wan. You can call me Senior Chun. I can show you around or help with your luggage, but all my attention was focused on the small mole on her collarbone. I remembered that, in my previous life, it was because of that mole that I willingly applied for 3 campus cards. And this time, I directly snatched the flyers from her hand. What a coincidence, Senior. I'm a local. Your sales pitch is way too old school. Why don't you give the flyers to me? I'll help you sell them and you can keep the commission. How about it? Hearing there was such a good deal, Sean Wan immediately stuffed all the remaining flyers into my hands. Since you're so cooperative, then work hard. I'll come check your results later. Soon, I easily found my old dorm room. The moment I walked in, Chong Hao grabbed me excitedly. Finally, I've been waiting for you. Now our dorm is complete. I even invited a few super pretty girls to play poker. Wanna join? Hearing that, I made an excuse to decline his kindness. Because in my previous life, I met my ex-wife, Su-Ching, at that exact poker game. But now, something more important was on my mind, making money. The scene shifted and I turned into the sweet senior guy, constantly capturing the hearts of freshman girls. With my sunny, handsome look, it was naturally easy to close the deal. Many girls even wanted to add my QQ for future development. And of course, I wouldn't refuse. Right then, a mother and daughter walked toward us asking if we were heading to dorm building 9. When I saw who they were, I froze. It was another acquaintance. Shinyu's mother felt the campus card was indeed a good deal and planned to get one for her daughter. Seeing this, I warmly helped carry the luggage and said she could contact me if they needed anything at school. Hearing that, Shinyu's mother immediately added my contact and asked me to take good care of her daughter. Once we reached downstairs, I naturally set her dorm room number 503. Right? I'll help you carry it up. Hearing that, Shinyu looked puzzled. How did you know I'm staying in 503? I hurriedly explained. I overheard it from your conversation earlier. Meanwhile, I thought, stupid mouth, all because I visited their dorm too many times in my last life. Then I realized selling the cards one by one was way too slow. At this rate, making money would take forever. I needed a new method to get my first pot of gold. So an idea struck me. I wrote my phone number directly on the flyers. That made the effect instant. Then a clean-looking girl walked over. Zhou Yuan, I heard you get 20 yuan commission for each person. Is that true? I looked up and realized it was the future most beautiful diplomat, Li Shiqi. Wanted to leave a good impression, I smiled and sweetened the deal. Normally, it's 20 per person. You can also recruit downlines and take a cut from their numbers. But if you bring me 30 people today, I'll make you the general agent for your whole campus, then it'll be 30 per person. Her eyes instantly lit up with golden sparkles. Deal. I'll send you the list on calculator. Meanwhile, Su-Ching kept calling that phone number engraved in her mind, but it only said the number didn't exist. Her roommate, Zhang Yinyan, asked, I invited some friends to play cards at the cafeteria. Do you want to join? Su-Ching agreed without hesitation. Then she stood before the mirror carefully putting on her makeup. This strange reaction instantly triggered Zhang Yinyan's suspicion. Your expression is weird. Are you going to meet your boyfriend or something? Su-Ching blushed. Don't talk nonsense. He's not my boyfriend yet. But in her heart, she thought, but he is my future husband. As soon as they sat down in the cafeteria, 2 boys came over to hit on them. Su-Ching thought it was Zhou Yuan, so she immediately stood up to greet him. But after seeing who they were, her face dimmed instantly. Why is it you two? Where's Zhou Yuan? Chong Hao replied. He said he had something to do and couldn't come. Thinking, damn, what kind of luck does Zhou Yuan have? He's not even here and still his girl's thinking about him. Hearing this, Su-Ching panicked a little. How could this happen? Is this the butterfly effect caused by her rebirth? Zhang Yining giggled. Gusted up our boyfriend? Don't worry. Ching. Maybe he really had something to do. At this moment, Su-Ching was very depressed thinking. I called him earlier, but it said the number didn't exist. Is something going wrong in this lifetime? To smoothly carry out her husband training plan, she even put on beautiful makeup to leave a good impression on me. But this time, I only wanted to escape her grasp, so I made an excuse to skip the card game. Though I still ended up playing with Chong Hao and the others. But Su-Ching had no mood to play at all, so the game ended quickly. The scene shifts to the Diangson office. As soon as I walked in, I asked, is your manager here? I made an appointment to discuss agency cooperation. Following the girl's guidance, I went straight to the general manager's office. The manager saw how young I was and thought I was joking about becoming an agent. I handed over my notebook. Manager, this is just the initial list, 58 dorms, 247 freshmen, confirmed interest covering 3 colleges. He flipped through the list and nodded. Impressive volume. Only a few days since school started and you already have 30+ sub-agents. Have you talked to the main campus Denshin office? How much rebate did they offer? I smiled. For the 150 yuan plan, the most they give is 70%, but I want 80. Hearing this, the manager jumped up bold. 80% is fine. Then I added, I don't need much commission, so I want the highest campus general agent rights in this area. Besides that, I want a 60% cut and 30% prepaid cards and materials. The manager laughed playfully. So you're trying to take the whole pot? Do you even know my cost line? But I had already expected his reaction. Honestly, my family does this business, and the golden freshman season only lasts half a month. I can help you get 40 of the university town share, squeeze out at least 2 of your competitors. You get stability. I get commission. Win-win. Hearing this, the manager snapped his fingers. Ambitious at such a young age. Time and place, you decide. I'll deliver the goods on time. Let's sign the contract now. Alright, sis. One more thing. Does your store have Apple contract phones? Walking out of the Dinshin office, I couldn't help marveling at my luck. Same place, different counter, yet I got the exact same phone number as in my previous life. Just then my phone rang. A voice said, Zhou Yuan, you must write novels. Your novels will definitely become popular. Hearing that familiar voice, I instinctively hung up at once. Damn, Su-Ching. On the other end, Su-Ching listened to the busy tone. Her face full of confusion. Why did he hang up? I wasn't done talking. Suddenly, she realized the current Zhou Yuan is only 19 and doesn't know her yet. Meanwhile, I stared at my phone in powerless rage. Damn it, heaven, don't mess with me like this. Does a rebirth ticket really come with a buy one get one free? After calming down, I decided I must never let Su-Chi know I'm also a reborn person, or how am I supposed to flirt with girls? The scene shifts. Chong Hao and the others were strolling around campus with Su-Chin. When Su-Chin learned there would be a class meeting that afternoon, her eyes lit up instantly. She insisted on sending them back to the dorm. Zhang Yinyan thought, is she going to look for Zhou Yuan? And Chong Hao felt extremely jealous of Lao Zhou. What did that guy do to deserve this? If only Yinyan treated me like that. Seeing her friend interested in Chong Hao, Su-Ching whispered, Ying, does Chong Hao like you? But Zhang Yingying said she prefers more mature boys. Soon Su Qing saw me. Her obvious affection, anyone could see she liked me. Zhang Yingying was also shocked, so the boy she met on the train was Zhou Yuan. I deliberately pretended not to know her. Who are you? Why do you know my name? But in my heart I thought Su Qing was really a beauty when she was young. No wonder I fell so hard in the last life. Su Qing smiled softly and introduced herself. We were both from Shuhuai, a #1 high school. Did you forget? Watching their reactions, Zhong Yinyin felt they didn't look like a quarreling couple at all, more like a first-time meet and greet. I asked her, "Beauty, are you trying to pursue me like this?" But Su Qing didn't deny it. "Zhou Yuan, let's get to know each other again." Seeing her brave and affectionate look, I guess that without rebirth I could definitely would have agreed. But in this life, no way will I let you deceive me again. Getting to know each other is fine, but let me say first, I already like someone. Hearing this, Su Qing's smile froze. Then she asked in disappointment, "How can you already like someone?" I naturally replied, "Is it strange? It's that girl I saw today, long hair, long dress, wearing a hat. I think she's really beautiful." Hearing me describe her vividly, Su Qing almost wanted to punch me, thinking, "You're dead. In this life and the next, you can only belong to me." At this moment, Zhang Yinyin stepped in to ease the mood. "We meet again, handsome. Remember me?" I calmly took out my phone, trying to add her contact. Seeing this, Su Qing sensed something wrong. How could he afford such an expensive phone at this time in the last life? So Su Qing took out her phone and stood in front of me. "Since we're alumni, let's add each other's friends too." Seeing her hand over her phone voluntarily, I knew trouble was coming. I was thinking of a way to reject her, when luckily, Zhang Yinyin stopped her with a smile. "Not this time. Next time, okay?" Beside us, Chong Hao checked his phone and said, "The counselor announced the class meeting will be at 7 tonight. We'll elect class officers." Hearing that, I immediately grabbed Chong Hao and headed toward the classroom. Thank God, the class meeting saved me. At that moment, the classroom was already full. Li Chong and Chong Hao were secretly discussing the girls around them. Li Chong said, "Look at the one at my 9 o'clock, beauty and temperament." Chong Howard tortured, "What eyes do you have? She looks good to you." However, Li Chong looked completely disgusted. "TSK, you just like girls like Zhang Yinyin, 2 legs like utility poles. What's so good about that?" Chong Hao wrapped an arm around Li Chong and pointed to the other side of the room. "Bro, let me tell you, in our class, look at the girl next to the one I mentioned. That's what you call good." Li Chan spread his hands, "Just average. Girls like that are too skinny. They look malnourished." Just then, the teacher walked in. "Hello, everyone. I'm your counselor, Yu Chongjin. I'll be with you for the next 4 years. Before military training, does anyone want to be the temporary class monitor?" While I was still trying to recall who the class monitor was in my previous life, a girl stood up first. "My name is Gu Yao Yao. I'm from Wannan, and I'd like to run for the female class monitor." Then a boy named Jiang Chao also stood up. He said he was a local from Jinling and wanted to run for male class monitor, but I used the election time to promote campus cards. "Sorry to take a minute. I'm Zhou Yuan, the general agent of CNLN University Town. If you want to apply for a card, remember to find me." The counselor was stunned by my behavior and was about to stop me, but I treated him as a customer too. "Teacher Yu, this plan is great for checking materials. Would you consider getting one as well?" Then I smoothly stood on the podium and introduced, "Actually, for a dorm of 4 people, just 1 card is enough. Then internet costs are only 15 yuan a month. If you want to be sub-agents, you can find me too. 1 card gives you a 30 yuan commission. Bring in 30 people and it becomes 50. But before that, I hope you vote for me in the class monitor election. If I become class monitor, I'll give everyone an extra 50 G of data." The counselor was shocked by my ability to control the room and thought, if he becomes class monitor, will my next 4 years be effortless? And as expected, I was elected temporary class monitor and Gu Yao Yao became the deputy. After the meeting, Gu Yao Yao also wanted to apply for a campus card. I was confused. "Didn't Lu Yu from your dorm already get one? Why do you still want one?" But she jokingly said she wanted to support my business. I didn't say much and instead told everyone, "If you're busy tomorrow, you can leave your ID card with me first. I'll handle the applications later." Then a girl walked over with a smile. "Zhou Yuan, I just brought 5 people to apply for cards. Don't forget my commission." Seeing us chatting happily, Gu Yao Yao slapped her ID card onto the table. Then she leaned close to me and said, "Monitor, I'm entrusting everything to you now. Don't you dare show this to outsiders or the price will be much higher than your 50G of data." But in truth, she was thinking, still dare ignore me? This time you're in big trouble. This is my roommates and I finished showering. We ran into a girl on her way back to the dorm. She puffed her cheeks and looked at me saying, "Senior, I messaged you online about the campus card. Why didn't you reply to me?" Hearing that, I smiled and said, "Don't stand here in the wind or you'll catch a cold. If you get sick, you won't be able to come tomorrow to get the card." Because of my sudden concern, all her dissatisfaction vanished instantly. "Got it. Thank you for caring, senior. Bye." After that, quite a few girls on the road greeted me enthusiastically. The other three saw how popular I was and thought I had some secret trick, so the moment we returned to the dorm, they surrounded me. Faced with their suspicion, I had no choice but to lie that I had a twin brother who was a sophomore here. This shocking news made the three widen their eyes. "You're not lying to us, right? If that's true, old Joe, you'll never worry about finding a girlfriend again." At that moment, my phone rang. It was Asura calling. As soon as I picked up, she shouted through the line, "Zhou Yuan, I finished a 30-person quota." I asked how she managed it. She paused, then asked if providing a new sales strategy would get her a reward from the head office. I answered, "Then can I treat you to a meal as a reward?" But Li Shiqi shocked me and asked, "Can you give me cash instead?" Chong Hao and Li Chun saw me getting rejected and secretly gloated. Helpless, I said, "If your method is truly effective, I'll give you 200 only." Then did she explain her method. She posted student IDs on the campus forum, selling the card at 140 yuan of classmates in our class and 145 yuan to students from outside who came looking for her. But I felt this could cause problems. Undercutting prices by 5 yuan each time might draw trouble from other campus card agents. I'd better remind her next time. After I hung up, my roommates gathered around teasing. "Who is that girl? Business partner? Why does no one come looking for us to cooperate?" I laughed it off. What can I say? Your brother when he's handsome and good at business. Later that night, I realized I still hadn't escaped Su Qin's grasp. She curled up my arms, softly saying, "If you dare bully me, I won't let you go, not in this life or the next." Suddenly, I jolted awake. I thought I didn't expect there to really be a next life. With how big a splash my campus card business is making this time, she might start suspecting something. Looks like I need a chance to test her. The next day, I arrived at the gymnasium early to pick up the military training uniforms. Seeing that Gu Yaoyao was also there, I handed the uniforms directly to her and told her I needed to go to the school gate to meet the staff from the business hall, help distribute these uniforms later. Gu Yaoyao didn't refuse. Instead, she told me that if I made money, I must remember to treat her to a meal. Hearing that, I immediately said, "Even if I don't make money, I still have to treat you to a meal." This scene happened to be seen by her roommate Lu Yu. "Didn't we agree back in the dorm that I'm the one chasing Zhou Yuan? How are you inviting him to dinner right in front of me?" But Gu Yaoyao simply spread her hands. "Zhou Yuan isn't your boyfriend. Everyone has the right to pursue him fairly." Watching the two of them full of gunpowder, Su Qing thought, what on earth is Zhou Yuan doing? None of this ever happened in the previous life. At this moment, Zhang Yin suddenly patted her on the back, nearly scaring Su Qing's soul out. "Why are you spacing out? Did you see your future boyfriend?" Su Qing corrected, "It's my soon-to-be boyfriend." Hearing Su Qing's firm tone made Zhang Yin even more curious. Just what kind of charm does Zhou Yuan have to make someone as excellent as Su Qing fall head over heels? But Su Qing didn't want to explain further. "All right, let's distribute the uniforms first." Just then, Chang Hao walked towards Zhang Yin. Zhang Yin said, "Perfect timing. Tell me, what exactly is the relationship between Zhou Yuan and Su Qing?" But Chang Hao said, "I don't like Su Qing at all." Hearing this, Su Qing hadn't reacted yet, but Zhang Yin was already anxious. "Are you kidding me? Our Su Qing is like a drama-level girl boss. She doesn't lose even when talking to the counselor." But Chang Hao said, "Old Zhou is also amazing. He not only became our class monitor, but also secured the title of campus card general agent in the university town. Now we only need the 59 yuan monthly plan to get full-day broadband." Hearing this, Zhang Yin was shocked. "So cheap? Why didn't you tell me earlier?" She thought, I heard a senior brag before about how much money he made selling campus cards. If Zhou Yuan is the general agent, he must be earning even more. But even so, how could he not like Su Qing? Right after that, she asked Chang how to send her Zhou Yuan's WeChat, saying she also wanted to get a card. When Xinwan saw me again, she was still bragging about her results from the past few days. Hearing that, they gave an awkward smile. Senior, how much commission do they give you per person? Xinwater looked completely proud. 30 per person. These 20 people make 600. That's quite a lot. How about this? You sell me the info of these 20 people and I'll give you 50 yuan per person. The fortune waner could react. A few girls in business hall uniforms appeared. Director Zhou, your campus is really hard to find, but thankfully, we still made it here on time. I took out my phone and checked. There were still 10 minutes before the scheduled card processing time. In that case, help me process this one first. The staff girl took the ID card and smirked. She's so pretty. Don't tell me she's your girlfriend. I joked. How could that be? I'm still waiting for you to break up so I can move up the ladder. Hearing me chat so naturally with the business hall staff, Chunwan tugged on the back of my shirt. Only then did I remember I had forgotten about her. Well, senior, let me reintroduce myself. I'm Zhou Yuan, the general agent of CNLN University Town. If you work under me, your commission will definitely be higher than over there. Not long after, the place was surrounded by people. Although only 22 of the 30 people Li Shiqi counted yesterday showed up, I didn't mind. Because once momentum is created, attracting people won't be a problem. Seeing that I was getting overwhelmed, she even stepped forward to help introduce the service. Sure enough, I didn't misjudge her. The commotion here quickly attracted the attention of many freshmen's parents. I patiently explained to them, Uncle, this local SIM card isn't just cheap for calls. Each month, you get 30 gigabytes of general data plus free broadband. It's very convenient for looking up study materials. After hearing this, the parents all felt it was a great deal. But seeing such a long line, they wondered when they could get it done. I immediately guessed their thoughts. Uncle, Auntie, no need to rush. The back of this flyer has the school map. You can settle your child in the dorm first and come back later. My words made them even more pleased. Both Li Shiqi and Chan Warner fell into thought. One thinking about grabbing the money-making chance and the other thinking how much commission her 20 people could bring. Soon, Li Shiqi imitated my way of explaining to an auntie, but the parent wasn't very interested and waved her hand before leaving. Seeing this, I hurried over to comfort her. This kind of thing is very common. Don't be discouraged. As for Chinwon, she contacted her clients through her phone saying she would follow me from now on. Near noon, I bought some food and water so everyone could rest in turns. I thought to myself that this massive stroke of fortune had finally landed on me. At that moment, Chong Hao arrived with Zhang Yin and Su Qing. Old Joe, you must have made quite a lot this morning. This what I feared. Why did Su Qing have to come too? Zhang Yin spoke first. Zhou Yuan, I added you on WeChat. Why didn't you approve it? I scratched my head and said I've been too busy all morning to check my phone. Unexpectedly, she grabbed it directly, added herself and asked, You're using an iPhone 5S? It's the newest model. How much did you pay? I quickly explained that it was a gift from the business hall. Hearing that, Zhang Yin instantly lit up. The business hall gives out iPhones. Are they hiring? Can I join? At this moment, Su Qin finally couldn't hold it in. Zhou Yuan, how did you suddenly become the general agent? You weren't like this before. Hearing that, I didn't give her a good face. Why can't I be the general agent? Su classmate, you seem to be paying special attention to me. Faced with my aggressive tone, Su Qing didn't back down at all. She looked straight at me and asked, Are you really someone from this world? Before I could answer, Zhang Yin burst into laughter. Su Qing, you're so funny. If he's not from this world, which world would he be from? In truth, my heart skipped a beat. I didn't expect her suspicion to be this sharp. Fortunately, Xinyu appeared just then, breaking the conversation. Senior Zhou, long time no see. Seeing her, I gave an embarrassed smile. Sorry about yesterday for pretending to be a senior and tricking you and your mom. I really had no choice. Zhang Yin chimed in from the side. Just apologizing isn't enough. Since you tricked our Xinyu, you should treat us to dinner. While we were chatting happily, Lu Shua and Li Shiqi walked over. I quickly introduced them. This is my best bro, Lu Shua. He studies at the engineering college next door. Chong Hao's gaze fell on the other girl. Old Joe, is she from our college? I replied, no. She's my high school classmate. She's from Nanda next door. Hearing this, Lu Shui immediately added, she's my Zhou bro's childhood sweetheart, Li Shiqi. Su Qing's mind was starting to get overwhelmed. She thought there wasn't even such a person in my past life. Were they secretly in contact all along? At that moment, several motorcycles stopped right in front of us. The girl with dyed red hair in the lead asked aggressively, "Are you people selling campus SIM cards?" From her attitude, everyone could tell they didn't come with good intentions. Seeing customers approach on their own, Lisiki smiled and stepped forward. "It's 145 yuan to get a card here. If you have many people, I can help you apply for an even bigger discount." Unexpectedly, the red-haired girl slapped the flyer away. "Others sell it for 150 and you sell it for 145? Who gave you the nerve to steal my brother's business?" Lucici was startled. "I don't understand what you mean. If you don't want a card, then just don't get one." But the red-haired girl refused to back off and grabbed Lisiki by the arm. "Aren't you the one who likes disrupting the market? Why are you scared now?" Lishichi mustered her courage. "Let go of me. Providing better value for the same service is normal in business. If price advantage counts as stealing, then all innovation and progress would be impossible." The red-haired girl grew impatient and shoved her hard, even cursing, "Go to hell with your natural selection." At that moment, a firm arm caught Lishichi before she fell. Lying in Zhou Yuan's arms, a faint touch of affection rose inside her. I then placed her behind me and stated that I was the person in charge here. If there was a problem, they should come at me. Even Zhang Yinyan found that moment surprisingly cool. Then came another wave of motorcycle engines. A burly blonde man walked into the crowd. From the red-haired girl, we learned that he was her brother who also sold campus SIM cards. The man stood before me and said, "I thought you were something impressive, but you're just a bunch of snot-nosed kids. Your people came to my turf and sold cards at a lower price. Don't you think that's a bit unfair to me?" I looked at him calmly. "If you can show me a rule saying SIM cards can't be sold at Jinken College, I'll refund every penny. If not, then everyone competes as they wish. You failed to keep your users. What does that have to do with us? Instead, your sister came to our school and touched my people. How should we settle that?" Seeing how steadily I handled the trouble, warmth rose in Lishiki's heart. So this is what it feels like to be protected. The man, seeing that arguments didn't work, wanted to use force. I asked curiously, "What exactly do you mean by using words? And what do you mean by using fists?" Seeing I was unfazed, he issued a challenge tonight at 8. Barbecue stall on Shuifa Road. Then he left with his people. After they left, Lishichi apologized, but I reassured her it's fine. There was never any territory division. They're just jealous. It's not your fault. Zhang Yinyan glanced at gloomy Su Qing and teased, "Gentle and responsible. Your future boyfriend won't be easy to win over." Su Qing suddenly realized his calm, protective attitude was exactly like the him from 10 years later. Chong Hao whispered to Zhang Yinyan, "Look at old Zhou's peach blossom trouble. Let's keep some distance." Finally, unable to hold it in, Su Qing burst out, "Zhou Yuan, explain yourself. Is this Li Shichi the one you said you liked?" Hearing that, I looked at her with complete indifference. "Su Qing, in what capacity are you questioning me? Does she have anything to do with you?" Seeing the tension suddenly spike, Zhang Yinyan quickly pulled Su Qing aside. "Come on, Qing Qing. Let's not meddle in the general agent's business. Are we here to get SIM cards?" Seeing I still gave her no good attitude, Su Qing made up her mind. She needed to plan her next move carefully. After that, I asked Lu Shua, "How many people can you call tonight?" He said all 49 boys in his class could come. "Also, I still have 3,500 yuan with me. Take it and treat everyone later." I thanked him first, then threw him a stack of cash. "Bro, how can I take your money?" "Take these 3,000 first. Bring as many people as you can." He was moved to the point of tears, thinking that although we didn't interact much in high school, from now on, I would be his big brother. After Lu Sui left, I looked at Li Shichi beside me. "Let's go. I'll walk you back to campus." On the way, she counted today's commission over and over, afraid she might take advantage of me. She said, "Zhou Yuan, today's incident is my responsibility because I didn't handle it well. You had to pay extra. I can't let you bear it all." Hearing that, I refused immediately. They were clearly looking for trouble. Even without you, they wouldn't have let it go. Seeing her about to cry from guilt, I leaned closer and teased, "Didn't expect our class monitor to be such a crybaby." Realizing the atmosphere was getting awkward, she panicked. "Then let me treat you to dinner. Our school's spicy hot pot is really good, or I can take you to a movie." Seeing she finally stopped blaming herself, I smiled and agreed. "But I've been feeling overheated lately, so I'll skip the spicy pot. As for the movie, let's wait for mid-autumn." If neither of us goes home, we can watch it as an employee benefit. Hearing me agree, Lisachi was delighted. Then it settled, watching her leave with such a happy expression. I thought Lisachi is truly a good girl. Someone like her doesn't deserve to be dragged into my mess. I should find a chance to make things clear. I'm a firm non-marriage believer now. Not long after, I arrived at the barbecue stall we agreed on. A thug holding a beer bottle shouted, "You stole my brother, how's business? Without 20,000 you want today, there's no settlement." I warned him not to point that cheap bottle at me. He sneered, "I'll point the bottle at you if I damn well want. What are you gonna do?" Seeing how clueless he was, I suddenly punched him straight in the stomach. At that moment, Lu Shua arrived with people. "Who the hell dares touch my brother Joe?" Seeing a dark mass of people behind me, fear rose in the thug's heart. There were at least 70 of them. Wasn't Joe Yu a college student? Why did this look like a gang? Realizing the situation, the man immediately backed down. It was all a misunderstanding, just a misunderstanding. Today's mess is on my little brother. I'll punish myself with a bottle first. Seeing that I still said nothing, he sensibly downed 2 more bottles. Alright, this happened because my girlfriend doesn't know the rules yet. She just started college and doesn't understand social stuff. The man hurried to add, "It's all my sister's fault. Honestly, I never took this seriously. Bro, let's not bring this up again. From now on, if my sister-in-law want a campus card in King College, just handle it for her. I'm graduating anyway." Seeing him back down, I said, "Since that's the case, let this matter end here." After they left, I turned to my own brothers. "Tonight, barbecue and beer on me. Eat and drink all you want." Then I whispered to Lu Shua, "How did you call so many people over?" He explained, "I ran into Class 2's leader. I said we were treating them to barbecue, and he just brought his whole class." When I got back to the dorm, a post titled "New Rising Campus Boss" was already blowing up the school for him. I watched the comments get more and more ridiculous. "Sean How mocked me, old Joe, you had too deep. Turns out you're the boss of Shoe White Club." The whole forum exploded. I immediately made a call thinking this is destroying my reputation. "Hello. This post on a forum is completely inaccurate. Please delete it quickly." The guy sounded careless. "Who the hell are you? You think I'll delete it just because you said so?" But the moment he heard the name Zhou Yuan, his attitude flipped 180 degrees. "Yes, brother Zhou. I'll delete it right now." Before I could even relax, Su Qin called again. After the 3 girls returned to the dorm, Zhang Yin quickly took photos of Su Qin's legs, thinking it'd be a crime not to capture these. "I'll post them on the forum's leg queen ranking later. She'll definitely dominate the list," seeing she was using her as a joke. Su Qin tried to grab the phone to delete the pictures. The 2 chased each other around, making a huge scene. Xingyu quickly separated them. "Alright, stop messing around. Su Qin, weren't you curious how Zhou Yuan became the campus car general agent? Did you get an answer?" Zhang Yinan added, "Yeah. And he even tricked our junior Xingyu." Then she imitated him seriously. "Hello, junior. I'm senior Zhou from the 3rd year. And the key is you actually believed him. So cute." Xingyu's face flushed red. How was I supposed to know he'd be that strategic? He didn't look like a freshman at all. Zhang Yinyan laughed and asked Su Qin, "Don't you think Zhou Yuan is like an old fox?" "Totally not someone our age." What she said casually, Su Qin took seriously. Now she had even more reason to suspect Zhou Yuan was a reborn person just like herself. It seemed she needed to find a chance to confront him properly. Just then, Zhang Yinyan stared at her phone in shock. "Come look, this is a massive bombshell. Zhou Yuan is actually the rumored leader of the Shu Huai Club, and Lu Shua is supposedly the Grand Protector. There are even photos on the forum. Is this real or fake?" Suddenly, she understood. "No wonder, Su Qing, you like him so much. You must have known he was a hidden boss already." But Su Qing fell in a deep thought. He was clearly just a normal student. What went wrong? Could this world be different from the original one? Seeing her expression off, Xinyu said, "Those posts are definitely made up for clicks. Don't take them seriously." But Su Qing's face only grew darker. "No. I need to ask him right now. Is this Zhou Yuan still the one I know?" Right after that, she quickly dialed that familiar number. The moment the call connected, Su Qing kept asking, "Are you really Zhou Yuan or not?" I snapped back, "Is something wrong with your head? If I'm not Zhou Yuan, then who am I? You free this weekend? Can you come out?" But I refused instantly. "No time. I'm watching a movie with my girlfriend this weekend." Su Qing felt like she was struck by lightning. He had a girlfriend, meaning he wasn't him. She looked completely soulless. Her two friends rushed over. Don't scare us. What happened? The moment the call ended, Su Qing's emotions collapsed. He has a girlfriend. He isn't my Zhou Yuan anymore. He isn't the one who cared for me. If this world no longer has him, then what's the point of my existence? Zhang Yinyan tried to comfort her. So what if he has a girlfriend? You're amazing. You'll never lack eyes. Forget it. I'll ask Chang Hao for you. Su Qing regained a bit of clarity and sighed. Don't ask. I probably won't get married in this lifetime. Zhang Yinyan never expected Zhou Yuan to affect her this much. Su Qing explained, when you truly meet someone you like, you'll understand. Then a WeChat notification sounded. Zhang Yinyan showed her phone. Su Qing, what if Zhou Yuan doesn't have a girlfriend? Chong Hao said Zhou Yuan personally told him he didn't have one, and that he only went to vocational college to sell campus cards because that girl's family was struggling. He even spent more than 4,000 yuan on it. Even though it was all a misunderstanding, his unfamiliar attitude still confused Su Qing. Zhang Yunyan instantly got fired up. Unfamiliar my ass. Just tell me if you want to ask him face to face. Leave the rest to me. Then she used her own happiness as a bargaining chip and exploited Chong Hao like a full-time toolman. When Chong Hao saw a message from his goddess, he ran straight to me and played the emotional card, Brosjo, save me. Inin is furious. She says, you bullied people. She want me to organize a dorm gathering and says, you must show up. I acted indifferent. Her tantrum has nothing to do with me, but he kept begging, come on, Brojo. It's our dorm's first gathering. Just show your face. I already agreed to her. If you don't go, I'll look like a liar to her. He looked at the other two roommates. Right, guys? Wouldn't it kill the vibe if Shou doesn't show up? Li Chong and the others nodded. Yeah. Bro Joe, come on. Never refuse a free advantage. At this moment, I knew I had no way out. If I didn't agree, he wouldn't stop. But I warned him first, you're paying. Only then I'll consider it. Li Chong scratched his head and told Chong Hao, man, our dorm's first meal being paid by Haoji. I feel kinda guilty. Chong Hao curled his lips. What do you mean I pay? Let's be clear. I only cover Brosjo. Just then, a phone ringtone cut through our conversation. I picked up and immediately heard Lu Shua yelling at the top of his lungs. Broho, did you see the forum? Our Sioux Hawaii society is blowing up. I'm officially the Grand Protector and you're the boss. Listening to him scream like a maniac, I snapped. Do you actually have anything important? If not, I'm hanging up. He calmed down a bit. No big thing, Brosjo. Just reporting our society's glorious reputation. And something about our school, the external relations minister is eating crazy kickbacks. Students work like dogs and only get 100 yuan a day, while he does nothing and pockets 50. You're smarter than me. Can you think of a way to deal with him? I stayed silent for a moment. Some people really love exploiting free labor. In my previous life, I couldn't change anything, but now it's different. I reminded him, since all the students listen to you, why not skip the minister and do it yourself? The wedding labor market is huge right now, and your classmates all need part-time jobs. You can run your own channels, no middleman fees, and you can negotiate directly. Lu Shua suddenly understood, right? Why didn't I think of that? I added, use your connections and current reputation. Organize a group chat for anyone who needs part-time work. Call it the Work-Study Mutual Aid Group. Then you or a few trusted brothers go directly to wedding companies and malls to hand out flyers. Tell them you can provide reliable workers, transparent pricing, and no middleman cuts. And the most important rule, you absolutely cannot take commissions like that minister. It must stay pure mutual aid. Lu Shua agreed immediately, of course. Sioux Hawaii society is all brothers. We don't take cuts. After hanging up, I realized Hawaii society might actually be pretty decent. Campus cards only bring cash flow, but networks and channels, those are the real starting points. When I got back to my bed, Chong Hao was still planning the post-military training dorm gathering. I told him to rest early or he'd suffer tomorrow, but he kept asking, Bro Joe, what do you think, seafood buffet or hot pot? I turned my back instantly, refusing to respond. As expected, during the second day of military training, Chong Hao became the only unlucky guy who showed up late. The instructor questioned him. When I called assembly, where were you? I was still on the way. Louder. Did you not eat? And when answering, shout report. Chong Hao immediately yelled report. No, I didn't eat. We gathered at 6:30. I had no time. Seeing he dared to talk back on day one, the instructor punished him with 30 minutes of squats, but the idiot hadn't realized how serious it was and even tried bargaining. Come on, bro. 20 minutes, okay? The instructor roared. Get the hell over there and squat. Don't be an eyesore. Hearing the instructor's rage, Chong Hao finally behaved. Watching his ridiculous posture, Su Qing laughed and asked Zhang Yinyan, your Chong Hao got punished. Don't you feel bad for him? Zhang Yinyan nearly exploded. Why don't you say you're Chong Hao? Your whole family is Chong Hao, the instructor shouted again. During training, cause less trouble. I don't have time to clean up your crap, and if you feel unwell, say it early. Don't wait till later, damn it. Hearing that, I quickly raised my hand and shouted report, handing over the leave slip I had prepared. Seeing I come prepared, the instructor waved me off to the medical room. I couldn't leave school, but this was all part of my plan anyway. Time flew and soon it was 3 p.m. By then, Zhang Yinyan was already drenched in sweat under the sun. She thought Zhou Yuan really is a sly fox. Then she pretended her period came, wanting to sneak to the medical room too. The instructor saw she was a girl and didn't question her. When Chong Hao saw his goddess walk off, he copied her and yelled report. The instructor snapped, oh, your period came too? Chong Hao claimed he had a stomachache and asked to use the bathroom. But the instructor said, even if you crap your pants, you're standing right here. When I strolled back to the medical room, I happened to run into the also slacking Zhang Yinyin. She immediately mocked me. The patient is back? You sure recovered fast. You even went for a walk. I explained helplessly. Training ended. I still have to report back, right? After everyone left, the instructor kept Chong Hao behind. Instructor, come on. Don't do this. I know I was wrong. Okay, cut the crap. What's your name? Report. My name is Chong Hao. Hearing that, the instructor patted his shoulder and appointed him as Class 2 squad leader for the entire training period. Back in the dorm, he immediately ran to tell Zhang Yinyan the good news. Meanwhile, I was thinking that the campus car business was basically saturated now. After giving commissions to the sub-agents, I'd only clear about 50,000 in total. Then my phone chimed. Zhou Yuan, why didn't you show up for training today? Looking at Su Qing's message, I suddenly felt a bit jealous of her talent. If I were her, I'd already be selling design drafts. Each one goes for 50,000. Sell a dozen and you take off. Thinking of that, I perked up instantly. In my last life, I actually made a decent amount by writing web novels. So I acted immediately. I posted the teaser on the site and even declared that if I couldn't update 20,000 characters a day, I'd chop off my own carrot. Sure enough, once the waves started rolling, comments flooded in. Everyone said they were looking forward to it. Looks like in this life, I'll take back everything that should have been mine, starting with the web novel world. On the day we agreed to meet Zhang and Yin, Chong Hao and Li Chong were posing with a mirror completely full of themselves. Staring at his reflection, Chong Hao boasted, first group meet up. Your boy is gonna be the brightest star tonight. I looked at the two of them helplessly. Judging by your posture, you two are planned to win the beauties. The two of them swaggered, of course. Victory is ours. Then Li Chong immediately hugged Chong Hao's leg and begged sincerely. Hao Ji, you and Zhou Ji are both ending your single lives. This time you have to help me get a girl. Zhou Hao answered right away, no problem. Leave it to me. I looked at them speechlessly. Aren't you two thinking a bit too much? Then we arrived at the school gate. Zhang Yingying glared at us angrily. Why are you so late? You made a few great beauties wait for you. Chong Hao scratched his head awkwardly. Sorry. Made you wait. I'll make it up to you later. Then he noticed a short-haired girl standing beside them and asked immediately, hey, that beauty new face. Zhang Yinyin introduced her. This is my roommate, Lulin. She's a bit introverted. After everyone finished introducing themselves, we headed to the restaurant. The three beauties walked in front, instantly attracting countless stares, many students too shy to look away. Soon we arrived at the Toronto restaurant. Bichon's eyes sparkled as he stared at the luxurious place. This is the 99 yuan buffet? So fancy. Hao Ji, following you is just too blessed. But I couldn't help wondering, last life we ate the 49 yuan buffet. Why is Chong Hao so generous this time? Did he change personalities? Anyway, with so much good food, it'd be a waste not to eat. I walked to the self-serve area. Su Qing followed me and asked, Zhou Yuan, Chong Hao said that girl isn't your girlfriend. Is that true? I replied, she's indeed not my girlfriend right now. Su Qing said with disappointment, then why did you lie to me before? You weren't like this. I replied impatiently, were we close before? You were the one clinging to me non-stop. I never planned on dating anyone. Su Qing hurriedly explained, I don't have to date you. We could be just normal friends. I replied impatiently, sis, why are you clinging to me non-stop? While secretly muttering in my heart, what's wrong with you? Playing hard to get with me? Didn't you torture me enough in the last life? Please forgive me for loving freedom and refusing to be tied down. Seeing my attitude, Su Qing became even more depressed. Not knowing how to explain her past life with Zhou Yuan, she changed her approach and said, do you believe in past lives? I actually had a very long dream where I was a princess and a knight died protecting me. I said directly, why don't you just say we were married in our past life, then by some twist of fate you reincarnated and that's why you're clinging to me now. Su Qing stared at me in shock. How did you know? What if I said, I really am reincarnated? I was startled for a moment, then quickly adjusted my expression and pretended not to believe her. Then do you know tomorrow's winning lottery numbers? Su Qing defended anxiously, I really am reincarnated and in my world, you really are my husband. We were married for many years. We even had a child. Her words scare me so much I even dropped the piece of meat I was holding. A child? My heart was full of disdain. Heavens, judge right and wrong. This woman is talking nonsense. After checking that no one was nearby, I whispered to Su Qing, sure. Don't say stuff like this to anyone else or they'll lock you up like you're crazy. The meat on the grill sizzled loudly. Zhang Yinyan raised her glass first. Come on, let's drink till we're happy tonight. Everyone must drink, especially you four, Chonghao. Start by punishing yourselves with 3 cups. Her sudden announcement left us frozen on the spot. Reacting quickly, Chonghao lifted his glass and said boldly, all right, I'll drink the first one myself. Fate brought us together. No need for more words. Our bond is in the wine. From today on, we're all friends. The 4 of us immediately followed Chonghao and down our drinks in one go. At that moment, Xinyu looked at Su Qing and asked, right, Su Qing, you and Zhou Yuan came from the same school. Were you childhood sweethearts? I quickly distanced myself and said helplessly, we aren't close. Su Qing could only say awkwardly, you're not close, but I'm pretty familiar with you. After all, they were divorced in her past life. Chonghao looked at me too. Bro, if you two really end up together, I'll borrow my uncle's car. Me and Een plus you two, perfect 2 pairs. I replied speechlessly, who's a pair with you? Xinyu. Hearing us talk, also asked Zhou Yuan, why does Su Qing keep telling you to write novels? Are you good at writing? I took the chance to ask Su Qing. Yeah. Why do you keep telling me to write? Su Qing answered, because back in school, whenever you had free time, you always went to the library with me. I knew you liked reading. I felt you were born to be a writer. Unexpectedly, Xinyu immediately lit up when she heard I liked reading. Really? What kind of books do you like? Su Qing panicked and sighed. Damn it, she forgot Xinyu was a literature girl. She couldn't let us talk too much. She hurried to stop us. He likes. But I quickly put on a literary temperament and answered, I like Dream of the Red Chamber. And not only that, I also like The Shadow Thief, Love in the Time of Cholera, The Unbearable Lightness of Being. Xinyu exclaimed excitedly, you're amazing. I love those too. By now, Chonghao is tipsy and he cut in. Can you guys talk about something normal while eating? We don't even like reading. If you like chatting so much, just add each other on WeChat later. The moment he finished, both Xinyu and Su Qing shot him unfriendly looks. Chonghao panicked and waved both hands. Let's eat first. After dinner, you can continue your literature talk. Watching from the side, Zhang Yinyan covered her mouth and laughed. She originally thought only Su Qing liked Zhou Yuan. Now it looked like Xinyu liked him too. Su Qing said sharply, I've never seen you read any of those books. I retorted annoyed, we're not twins. How would you know what I read? Seeing the tension rise, Li Chong immediately mediated. Hey, don't talk like that. Speaking of web novels, I know a crazy author. He said he'll update 20,000 words a day. Otherwise, he'll cut off his GG and become a eunuch. And I, the author sitting right there, felt cold sweat. Isn't he talking about me? Chonghao said, what a madman. Even more hardcore than Dongfang Booby. Zhang Yinyan scoffed, I don't believe it. It's just hype. I awkwardly defended myself. I've read it. That novel's pretty popular lately. Su Qing looked at me, avoiding her again, and silently made up her mind. No way. I've been reborn. How could I fall behind you? Zhou Yuan, just you wait. Zhang Yinyan noticed Lu Lin wasn't joining the conversation and redirected. What's the fun in talking about novels? Look at our gorgeous Lu Lin, hasn't said a word. Come on, beauty. Tell us why you came to Jinling for school. Lu Lin lit a cigarette casually and said, no reason. I was just transferred here. Seeing Lu Lin's relaxed posture, I suddenly grew interested. I never noticed she was this charming in my previous life. Lu Lin exhaled gentle stream of smoke like a spirit dancing in a haze. Her calm and confident aura carried a natural pride. She looked at us casually and asked, you don't mind me smoking, do you? At that moment, Li Chong was already struck to the core by Lu Lin's seductive demeanor. Brother, how brings you in? And you fall for everyone, he thought, realizing he had completely fallen for her.
Alright, that's the end of the story. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.